Crypto Monday San Juan. Crypto Monday San Juan. Let me get a round of applause. Let me get a round of applause, please.
Let's do it.
Welcome, everybody. Crypto Monday San Juan. I'm your host, Pedro Rivera. To the right of me, I've got a good friend of mine and one of the co-founders of Immutable Holdings, which is actually the parent company of NFT.com, amongst other companies. It's a basket of companies that they'll be rolling out. Also, too, he's part of the founding team for their Hashgraph. Give it up for Mr. Kyle Armour, please.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Glad to be here.
So I feel like, let's tell them a little bit about NFT Tuesdays. How is it, NFTUESDAYs?
NFTUESDAYs.
NFTUESDAys. Do you have NFTUESDAYs.com?
No, it's already registered. Also tried to get the handles, so these people they're fast.
They're fast. They're all over it.
That one got taken, but maybe there's a partnership down the line. We'll see.
If you have NFTUESDAYs.com, reach out to NFT.com. Kyle at NFT.com.
We're thinking, maybe we do NFT.com/Tuesdays. It's kind of cool.
NFTUESDAYs sounds better.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, let's talk about where you guys are at, what's going on. You had your Genesis key launch recently. Let's talk a little bit about how that went and what exactly you can see the path moving forward. Tell us a little bit about how NFTUESDAYs will tie in.
Yeah, so just to catch up to speed, I think we had Jordan Freed, my co-founder, here, I don't know, it was a little over a month ago now.
The most long-winded introduction. If you guys were here, if you weren't, go back to the video. You'll see exactly what I mean. A 22-minute exactly introduction. I'm just playing.
I will spare you from that.
It was actually very interesting though, because Jordan got a really compelling life story, but it was just like he gave it all.
He had drank a couple of espressos, I think, before he came on stage.
He's a little excited.
Definitely. But yeah, we were here talking about our Genesis key sale, NFT.com, and kind of social profiles and giving ownership rights back to creators. We eventually did our sale, sold just under 5,000, about 50% of the Genesis keys, and did about $6 million in revenue, which is pretty good. And we were pretty happy about that, and continuing to scale out the team, and every 2 weeks now pushing out new updates. So our galleries are now live. You can register your social handles and display all your NFTs, hide things, show things, and just kind of working with our community and just really keeping them engaged. Now focusing more on our upcoming event, which will be June 20th in New York City for NFT NYC, which is obviously going to be a very big event that's coming up. So.
Excellent. And let's talk a little bit about NFTUESDAYs and what the partnership is here with the Lighthouse Gallery.
Yeah, so for the day after we were here on Crypto Mondays, we did a launch at Crystal Rose and Brock Pierce's gallery in Old San Juan. It's at 257 Calle San Justo, just across the street from the Banco Popular building, the tall one with the big neon sign. And that was a awesome event. It's a beautiful space. If you have not been there, please go check it out. They have over 50 digital canvases from a company called Whim. They make these extremely thin, giant, different sizes screens that are very high def and basically designed to display NFTs and digital artwork. We had that event, and I talked with Crystal for quite some time, and they are continuing to expand the Lighthouse Gallery's partnerships around the world. But a space as beautiful as what they've built, we definitely need to use it and need to highlight NFTs and Web3 and everything that's going on in the space. That's super exciting. So I have taken it upon myself with some help from guys like Pedro and Crypto Mondays and the rest of the Puerto Rico crew to now build a weekly series that will be community run. I'm really, I've got another DAO that I actually run as well. This will be kind of built around a DAO model as well. But we will be doing, deep dives into projects. We'll be having Zoom calls in with founders of different collections, whether they be artists or musicians or even game companies. We're obviously seeing a huge push in just play to earn games and collectibles within games. The space is growing so fast. We see that we're in like a crypto winter, but like if you pay attention to the NFT space or the Web3 space, it's like not slowing down at all. There's still massive amounts of hiring in the Web3 space. And there's just such a huge demand for more exposure in these companies, and many of them have just phenomenal potential. I'm constantly spending lots of time just researching these and diving into them, and I want to give them a platform to talk about their story and about why Web3 and NFTs are the big new thing. So that's what we're gonna do.
Excellent. So as far as the Lighthouse Gallery, right, and NFTUESDAYS, right? NFTUESDAYS. We got to keep that in mind. NFTUESDAYS go. We can look forward to see a lot of local collaboration, a lot of local NFT artists. This could be kind of like also too with some of the other events that we'll do there, like NFT workshops and teaching people how to mint NFTs and things like that. So it's something that I'm really excited about to help grow the community at the rudimentary level. And then ultimately past that, what Kyle and I were just discussing right now, as the gallery itself becomes more known for NFT buyers, other NFT artists will be very much interested in not only displaying their artwork here in San Juan. We have obviously a very vibrant community, but also coming here and doing events here, and the space is perfect to host them. So we're really excited about the potential of the NFTUESDAYS events at the Lighthouse Gallery. Want to remind you, what's the address again, Kyle?
257 Calle San Justo.
Right in front of what?
Banco Popular.
With what?
With the big neon light.
Perfect. So if you get lost, you can't miss it. It's the big ass Banco Popular building, right, with the neon light at night, especially if you can see it from very far in Old San Juan. It's right across the street. And we'll be there at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. start time?
6:30.
Okay. I'll be there at 7 p.m. Kyle will be there at 6:20. No, I actually live in Old San Juan now, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to get there on time. Today, that's why I was late today. The traffic coming out of Old San Juan today was ridiculous. But with that being said, let's open the floor for questions for Kyle for NFT.com and NFTUESDAYS. Do we have any questions from any of you guys?
I can raise your hand if you do. I can speak to a little bit more about like how we're thinking about it. So, and again, okay, let's jump to the question. I guess.
Are you just like answering a question you asked yourself?
No.
Microphone right there. Kyle's got. Did you have shit you wanted to just discuss?
Yeah, I can say a ton more that's in my head.
Okay. So I'm gonna just put it out there and display my ignorance in full form. I'm like totally learning about NFTs, and like something that just to me today that just kind of like blew my mind was like the actual data for the NFT is like stored on a server in a file. And so can you speak a little bit to, choosing your NFT in such a way that, even if it's retained on the blockchain, the reference to that file is immutable and permanent on the blockchain, the actual thing itself, depending upon where it's stored, could just like vanish. So
yes.
Could you speak to that?
Yes. So that's like, this is still, so many were even hosted on just like, Google Drives or like random places that like, yeah. And there was even one project that was like intentionally a rug, and like he labeled it as such, and then like after he sold out the whole collection, he changed all of the images to a rug after the fact. So it's pretty funny prank, but yes. But there's obviously decentralized file storage solutions like IPFS and several others that kind of mitigate that risk. But it's a maturing space, and I think those solutions will continue to grow.
Ghostdrive.com. Ghost Drive. Shameless plug.
Yes.
Ghost Drive.
Yep.
GHOSTDRIVE.com. I'm an advisor to them too. Those guys have decentralized storage for you.
Yep.
Kyle, what do you got in your head you wanted to give to the people? What question you ask yourself?
Yeah, no, I was going to talk about the format a little bit. I mean, again, I want to reiterate that, this is something that we're building, as we've jumped off the cliff, and we're going to put it together as we are falling, build the plane as we're falling. But really the idea is to, again, have like one Tuesday a month that is solely focused on NFT 101 and actually screen sharing, helping people set up wallets. And walking them through the purchase of their first NFT and
Field protocol, field wallets.
Yes, we are gonna do an instructional
partner with you guys to make sure we can provide people with field wallets as well.
Exactly, and then we will do further deep dives into projects, but we will keep it open where we have Zoom calls or. A lot of I really envision a lot of actual screen sharing with the projector that is in the building to really show people, because one of the things like for crypto is like if you don't see it or like feel it, at least for me, hands on, like I can see a lot of people just like talking and whatever, but I want to see like exactly what tools people are using and like how they're interacting with how do you figure out like what is a good NFT versus what's a bad NFT? How do I figure out like rarity? Because like there's different websites for like different that try to figure out rarity differently, or like what's like the floor of a collection, or like there's a lot of like terminology and different things that are constantly now. There's like fractionalization of NFTs and all these different ways of participating in this space. And I think it's really critical that we come together as a community and show each other. I think it was Stripe who came and was like their whole when they were part of a YC group, and whenever they were like, they would tell you about Stripe, and then they would say, you want to use it? They would immediately pull out their laptop and be like, give me your laptop. Let me show you it like right now. And I feel like we don't do that enough in crypto, where it's like, let me just pull out my laptop and like show you. We often talk a lot, and people are reading, long form Medium posts and things like that. But it's just so much better to walk people through things. So I think that's a big focus for how I think we can help.
Next question. Wake up, Jorge. Jorge was asleep. He's had a long day, y'all. It's Memorial Day weekend. He's working hard. Give it up for Jorge. Give him a round of applause. Give him a
Thank you, Jorge.
He got his hair cut today. He's had a long day.
It looks good.
He looks great. He got 5 years younger on him. His neck got longer. Go ahead.
So do you feel like NFTs will continue mostly being about collectibles and kind of like baseball card trading or the art market? Or do you see other use cases also emerging?
No, yeah. It's going to be. IBM was quoted, I think a year ago, saying that the NFT space will be $1 trillion market. Whether it's like real estate sales or like your driver's license being issued as an NFT or an academic diploma, or there's just
academic diploma. It's so ironic he would say that. So I happen to be the founder of something called blockchainhighschool.com. You guys are going to start to hear a lot more about really soon here. And it's actually an online school that you'll operate in a virtual environment, metaverse. And guess what your decrees would be?
NFT.
Not just any kind of NFTs. What's those new NFTs that Mr. Batal is talking about?
Oh, the Spellbound?
Spellbound NFTs, right? Because Soulbound.
Soulbound. I keep mixing that up every time.
Spellbound, Soulbound.
Yes.
We'll get it right. But at the end of the day, they're going to be minted. You can't sell them. No one wants to sell.
Locked in your wallet.
Yeah,
these are new NFTs that basically once the NFT is hit into the wallet, it cannot be transferred out for any reason.
That's going to be great. Okay, there's a couple of real serious applications here. Most of the majority of our community obviously travels a lot. If you've ever traveled and got sick in another country, God forbid, you realize really quickly medical records don't travel with you, right? Especially the poorer country you get to, or God forbid you had something there and then try to go somewhere else and transfer your medical records from that country to another. These soul-bound NFTs is obvious use case would be for your medical records. The other one's going to be academia. Academia itself would issue you these soul-bound NFTs, and this is how they can be proven. Because I'm sure we all very well aware of people who have faked academic accreditation, right, in the past. This will obviously prevent that fraud from taking place. But yeah, blockchainhighschool.com, we're going to be issuing these soul-bound NFTs as well for degrees, and it'll be in a virtual environment in the metaverse. Go ahead, sir. Next question. We got more questions? You got questions? We got answers? But you're going to have to come on up here, brother. Don't worry about it. We would come to you, but it's better if you come to us.
Up on the side.
Jorge's awake now. You give him a round of applause. You guys are great.
I'm Chris.
What's up, Chris? How you doing?
Hey, Chris.
He's from Rincon, y'all. Give him a round of applause coming all the way out here from Rincon.
Rincon.
Doesn't he look like he's from Rincon?
He does.
So when you were mentioning the NFTs, we're working with some NFTs as well, and a big thing we're hearing about too is the legal aspect, the legal side of dealing with NFTs, and
This
what
is
they
not
provide.
legal advice.
Of course. But then, when you're promoting a community, do you have someone legal around? Because I would like advice on things like that as well.
promote the
and
community?
What are you doing about that? No, for the NFT Tuesdays. NF Tuesdays.
Yeah, let's talk off the camera.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
or if you could provide legal advice. for
Yeah, I
my
mean,
projects.
Giovanni Mendez has already been through the ringer on NFTs, and he's kind of like Puerto Rico's go-to crypto lawyer. So I certainly
Shout out
can
to
introduce you.
Geotax, good friend and sponsor, Crypto Mondays.
He's the man, and he knows everything. Depending on what you're trying to do, he certainly could walk you through
Typical
any
stuff,
risks
bro.
or
When you
structure that you might want to take.
I'm sorry. Typical stuff is like when you like, for instance, like in our community here, right? I can't like when you have to be careful when you sell stuff, right? So when you're selling stuff, right, you got to make sure that you're just not selling stuff with the promise of returns and so on and so forth, and saying it's a great investment. This floor price is going to go through. You can't guarantee returns. Bottom line, that's usually the biggest thing people get in trouble with is guaranteeing returns. Yeah,
Gotcha.
there is. You give me your money, I give you this, picture of this flower, and that's what you got.
What about membership?
Membership?
Like saying, because I've always looked at them, even before NFTs were getting big, I was like, oh, I see the value as, the first value I saw was membership cards. The
Your
transferable
Lexus.
membership cards, like your gym membership. When you're done with it, you give it to sell it to someone else.
That guy right there.
Can you, discuss, can you say that legally? Can you call it a membership card that's transferable, or is that even? Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
That guy's giving you advice that's worth
Exactly.
about $400 an hour.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know. I've
Rounds up to an hour,
I
too.
paid a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
hand this
money.
mic away before I owe any more money.
Are you an attorney, sir?
Great question, though.
So how you charging for your legal advice, bro? Stop it. Next question. No more questions? We have no more answers then. Let's get a round of applause for my guy, Mr. Carl Armour.
Thank you, guys. Hope to see you tomorrow.
We'll see you
Old
guys
San Juan?
tomorrow in Old San Juan. We'll have some cool surprises for you. There may even be an after party at my new place. I'm lying. There's not.
Yeah, so if you want, you can go to, if you know bit.ly, the link shortener service, bit.ly/NFTUESDAYS.
Why is that so complicated? Why didn't you just do it on NFT.com?
I just said that earlier, and you
What
were
is
like,
it? Say it again.
bit.ly/NFTUESDAYS.
Why you don't have it on NFT.com? Register for NFT Tuesdays. Talk to that guy right there. He can help your
We'll
website
set-
out.
we'll
figure it out. Jorge, look, he's that's your guy right there. He can figure it out.
Just come tomorrow, 257 Calle San Justo, the Lighthouse Gallery in Old San Juan, 6:30 p.m. or 7 p.m. if you want to be a little late.
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm gonna be there like 7:15, 7:20 maybe, but I'll be looking good, guaranteed. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Y'all have a good day.